You probably heard in the second grade from Sister Mary Catherine that whatever you do today, Timmy, it's going on your permanent record. Sister Mary Catherine was lying. Welcome to Mr. Matt's 5 Minutes of Finance, where we get you one step closer to your financial freedom, 5 minutes at a time. So today I want to talk to you about the all-important credit score and why this is so important that you pay attention to it. You probably heard in the second grade from Sister Mary Catherine that whatever you do today, Timmy, it's going on your permanent record. Sister Mary Catherine was lying. There's no such permanent record that goes back to the second grade. However, Mr. Matt tells you that your credit score and your credit history will follow you for a lifetime. I'm telling you the truth. So that's why it's so important that you know what really makes up your credit score. So I want to spend 5 minutes talking to you about what makes up your credit score. There are three primary things, 5 things total, but 3 primary things that make up 80% of your credit score. It has to deal with your payment history, how well you make payments, 35%, utilization, 30%, and then the third thing is the length of credit. The length of credit, 15%. So that's 80%. Then the other 2 items have to deal with the amount of inquiries you have and the total accounts. So first, let's start by talking about those missed payments. If you're a person that does not pay on time, or you think it's really not a big deal that you pay it a little bit late, they'll get it when they get it, you better think again, especially for credit cards. If you can make the minimum payment, please do that. Of course, the goal is you shouldn't charge it on your card if you don't have it. You should pay the entire balance of your credit card each month. But if you have to pay late, pay at least the minimum balance. And even if it's 10 days late, don't think, oh, well, it's too late, I'm not even going to worry about it. Because it's really when it gets to be 30 and 60 and 90 days late that the score starts to be impacted negatively. So keep it under 30 days late if it has to be late at all. Then the second biggest thing, 30% of your credit score is determined by utilization. So let's say you have a $500 credit limit on your Visa MasterCard, and that's the only credit that you have. And every month you charge about $400, and every month you pay that $400 off. Still a problem, because that's 80% utilization. And you want to keep your utilization rate ideally under 30%. Excellent credit scores will have their utilization under 10%. But I understand you're young, you have to use your credit. So if you have to use it, be mindful that you want to keep it away from close to maxing it out, even if you're paying it off every month. Because there are some people who think, well, I do charge everything on my credit card so I can get points or whatever, and I pay it off at the end of every month. But if you only have $500 worth of credit, you're spending $400 worth of charges, your utilization rate is going to be high. And again, this is 30% of your credit score. So a way to fix that is to spend less, or actually to apply for more credit so that your pool is a little bit larger. Then the last thing I want to talk about in detail today, at least, is that length of credit. So what's key here is if you do get a credit card your freshman year of college, and now you're 10 years from there, and you think, well, I don't even use that American Express or that Discover card that I got as a freshman anymore, I'm going to caution you to not close that credit card. If it's in good standing, go ahead and keep it open, because this will help you with this utilization, or not utilization, but the length of credit, because you want to have this to stay on your credit record to show that you have been responsible, not just recently, but you've been responsible for a long time. This has been Mr. Matt with Mr. Matt's 5 Minutes of Finance. Tune in next week when I'll go into my credit score in a little more detail, but also talk to you about some things that you can do if your credit score is not that high to get that credit score raised up. Until next time, like, subscribe, comment. Thank you very much. See you next week.